Welcome to another episode 23. Is it?
23.
23. The Jordan episode, baby.
Yeah.
A 94 feet. The reason why we call it 94 feet, the length of the court, 94 feet. We cover everything that's on the court. I'm Jay, and I got my guy right here.
Yup, you already know. Legendary Shane, voice of the people, 94% right.
Oh, my goodness. I hate when you do
You
that.
know, 94% right.
Because he's not 94%.
The other
right
6%
at
is
all.
just like, I choose to
Not
be wrong to like
94%
make sure the playing field is
at
level.
all.
I'm the 94, you the 6.
Okay, so we gonna see about your predictions on this first.
Yeah.
So we about to discuss the predictions of the playoffs. I love the playoffs, man.
Yeah, the
Playoffs
atmosphere just
is
feel
when
great.
boys become men, superstars become mega superstars. You feel me? But first series we got that we're gonna break down is the Thunder versus the Pelicans. I need who you got, and in how many games?
Honestly, man, it might be a sweep or five games. It might be 4-1. No Zion, I just don't see that Pelicans team.
But you know the
doing too
crazy
much.
thing is the Pelicans have so many good
Defenders, like players,
Defenders?
like I just feel like
man. They can defend.
if they had Zion, I think it would be tough for those dudes because Zion just plays so strong. Like, and that team is kind of small.
Yeah,
Jalen Williams is kind of small. Chet, even though he like 7'2", 7, he's small.
yeah. Small
Like you
bit.
got Giannis, I mean not Giannis, Zion. Like, and he just plays so aggressive. Like he body bumping, he doing all this, and Chet don't know how to take charges like that yet. So like,
Yeah, his little body getting moved around.
yeah, because you're not
Pause.
thinking vets know how to take charges. Like these young dudes don't know how. So like the way to stop like guys like Giannis and Zion, like they just like Kevin Love, like the set. He like to
Oh.
get them charges. Like that team, they too young to realize that's how you slow a guy like Zion down.
they relying more on athleticism. Hey, let me go. They jump
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah,
Like,
don't jump with that dude because he just gonna body bump you and find some way to still
Yeah, it's
get
just
it. Like he
not-
was killing Braun with that. Like
yeah. Zion out.
So what was it?
Pelicans.
I go
but
4-1.
SGA only averages like 25 against this team, man.
yeah, they gonna
He's
put
had
Herb
he had
Jones on him. That's gonna slow him down a little bit. Like
Man,
Herb Jones plays
those
defense.
dudes play defense for Trey Murphy.
Trey Murphy throw a little Alvarado at him sometimes just to kind of just
man,
just switch it up just to keep him on his toes. Like you gotta do
Man.
stuff like that.
like it. They just have so many good defenders,
Yeah.
and I think the only problem that the Pelicans have is they don't have enough scoring.
Yeah, how you gotta rely on
Zion
CJ.
Williamson is out.
Uh-huh.
Like CJ, you don't
Ingram
know
play
what
when
you
he
gonna
wanna
get.
play.
Exactly.
Ingram can light you up, or he's just gonna run around.
Or-
like, he looked like he just some game he looked like he just don't even want to be there. Like that's the last dude. Like you don't put him on a ticket.
Either you want to
like,
play or he doing cardio.
yeah,
Which one?
like I seen him just in crunch time, just be like he get the ball, pass it right out of his hand, just walk around. I'm like, and then the
Yeah.
next game he lighting up your favorite player. Like it's just like I don't know, bro.
Yeah, he
So,
one of those like
I don't see it.
I see him as like one of those like Andrew Wiggin type, like all the
Yeah,
potential
exactly.
in the world.
Exactly. Yep. Wiggins
But
is perfect.
he just don't really apply himself. Like yeah, I'll take today off, or
Yeah.
like stuff
Not
like that.
consistent.
Yeah, not consistent.
You don't really want it. I don't see it in the
So who you
but,
got, man? Pels or Thunder?
Pels. I'm not Pels. Thunder 4-1.
Oh, so you gave him the gentleman sweep.
4-1. They lose the first two. 4-1, 4-2. I'm torn between that, but I'm gonna go 4-1. No Zion, I go 4-1.
Yeah, I mean,
With Zion, I say it might go game 6, game 7.
I'm probably gonna go for. I think it's gonna go 4-2. I think the Pels defense is good enough to win 2 games against that young Thunder team. You know,
That's true. I just the Zion thing was really killing me. Like it's hard for
Yeah.
me to get over that. Like
yeah, I just think the defense is gonna win them at least 2 games.
I hate to side with you, but like I said, I before you went, I said 4-1, 4-2. I may go 4-2 just because I think I think some of these guys.
Come to the
I'm
right
gonna
side
say
of history,
4-1.
man. Come
It's
to
not
the
like I
right
didn't say
side of
4-2. It's not like I
Come
didn't
to
say
the right
4-2
side
before
of
you said
history,
it.
man.
It's not
You
like I
ain't
didn't
gotta-
say
listen.
4-2 before you said yours.
You want to come to the
You
right
waited.
side
That's why you
of
wanted me to go
history.
first. Pause, because you
No.
wanted to see what I said.
Come to the
and
right
you like,
side of
dang,
history.
he might be right.
You on the right side?
Nah,
of
I'm gonna say
history,
4-1.
man?
4-1.
Okay, they still want to say
4-1. Yeah, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay
All
here.
right, so we got the Nuggets and the Lakers. Now the Lakers just
Lost. There's three more games left for the
3 more games left. How far do you see this going? You know the
Nah, I'm
crazy
saying
thing
it's
about
gonna
this.
go 4-1. I'm gonna give 4 more games.
You know the crazy thing about this. I think it's gonna be a Nugget sweep.
You think it's? I think it's gonna be 4-1.
I think it's gonna be a Nugget sweep. Listen, LeBron and AD had the games of their life, and they still lost by double digits.
It's true.
They're not gonna have They
But-
have to do what they did
Is
and times that by 2 in order to beat them.
this is the problem?
Nah, bruh.
Why is
No.
D'Lo shooting 20 shots? That's what I want to know.
True?
6 for 20. Why is he shooting that many shots anyway? Like, what are we doing? Like, ain't no way he should be shooting that many shots. Like,
I feel you.
no
dog.
way. Who? Like, that's the thing about D'Lo. D'Lo when him do. I just can't stand D'Lo. Ever since that whole Nick Young thing, I never liked this character. Never liked him, bro. He one of those dudes that like, all right, I feel good now. I just want to start chucking shots. Like, I just see him just start chucking random shots. Like, D'Lo, this the playoffs now, bro. Like, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, man. You had all right, trade rumor D'Lo. He was pooping. It's the playoffs now. Come on,
That
now.
trade
Get-
rumor,
get
know he
back in
can't
your
get
place,
trade.
man. Fall
Now he
back in line.
yeah,
Fall back in
yeah.
line. But nah, I say I give him 4-1 because I feel like
I don't
Michael
see-
Porter Jr. The stuff with his brothers gonna start getting to him. He gonna have some bad games. You see what happened with his brothers, man?
Man, one is in
Think-
jail. The other gambling, so banned from the league. Like,
Boy,
I
he was
mean,
bugging.
I don't think it's gonna get to him.
Nah,
man.
it's gonna get to him. When he get on that road, he ain't gonna perform like that. Nah, I give him 4-1. So you gonna sweep?
I'm going sweep. I don't see. Listen, I don't see the Lakers winning the game, bro.
I see one. One in LA, they gonna win.
Listen, LeBron has to do what LeBron did, and AD has to do what AD. Plus, another role player has to play well. No, man. Listen, they got
I
him
got
out of here
4-1.
in 4 last year. It's gonna be the
But
same.
all those games are like close.
I don't care. That don't
They
mean
gonna get one game. I guarantee they get one game.
I can't give them that. From what I saw yesterday, listen, you know the crazy thing is like, I think it was tied at half too, and LeBron and AD had the half
Yeah.
of their life, and they still.
Yeah. Nah, the Nuggets. I'm
what
not saying they're gonna
I
win a
seen.
series, but they're gonna have a game where they win. Watch game 3, they're gonna win.
From
Game 3,
what
actually game 4.
seen,
I see them game 4. They're
From
gonna be
what I
3-0.
seen,
They gonna
they
get a
ain't
game.
getting no game.
They gonna get a
bruh.
game.
You know the
One.
crazy thing is like Joker, it looked like he doing whatever he want. Whatever he
Yo.
want. You know what the Lakers' success, what they did was they was doing some play where like LeBron would get it and he would come off a screen with AD because Jokic was going and he would attack Joker.
Yeah, that's
And that's
Simple.
what he man, they did that like 2-3 straight times.
simple. If I'm a team, I'm just going at Jokic every
Just
time.
go at Jokic the whole
And that's
time.
why I can't give him the MVP because like if your game plan and same thing, it was like similar with Curry, where it's like if your game plan is like, all right, go at that dude. It's just hard to give that person an MVP. But you like the game plan is go at the best player on the court.
Yes.
Then are you really? Nobody had a game plan like let's go attack Jordan. Like no game plan ever said like yo let's go up. Let's attack Jordan. Let's game plan around attacking Kobe.
Right.
Like nobody's game plan has ever been let's go attack Kobe.
Right.
Like no.
Or like Giannis. Or
Yeah, that's what I'm
like-
saying. Like, yeah, somebody's game plan is go attack. Like, the only people that were considered like probably top 3 in the league at the time that had that kind of treatment is Curry, Curry had a treatment where it's like, all right, let's attack Curry.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying this is because there's been a lot of Jokic versus Shaq comparisons too.
Okay, man.
And I'm like,
what are we doing?
no game plan is let's attack Shaq. Like,
no,
it's just
man.
no.
But that's where they got their success from. I saw LeBron get two.
I would do the
open
same
lane.
thing. I would do the same thing. He can't move his feet.
Just
like, no.
go. He can't move them puppies,
Yeah.
man.
You're not jumping either. So if you it's not. Nah.
LeBron got easy layups off this. The whole just go look at that first half.
Yeah. I ain't
Second
even
half
watch it.
they went away from it, and it was just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, go at
him. Get Aaron Gordon on a switch because Aaron Gordon actually locks up. Find a way to get him off you.
But yeah, sweep.
Yeah, Jokic.
I'm calling sweep.
I got 4-1. What you got to do? You got four. You got sweep.
They
You got swept.
gonna get
All right.
swept, bro. I'm telling you. Then we got the Wolves and the Suns.
This is gonna be the best
my favorite.
series in there.
This series right
Yeah.
here, bro. This joint is crazy.
Yeah.
Ant talking stuff, but it's like friendly competition.
Uh-huh.
Like it's like you
Like KD
know.
laughed a little bit. Like
Yeah. Oh man, I love this one.
yeah.
Who you got winning this one though?
This is gonna be a tough one because Devin Booker is not gonna play like this every game. Like he's not. KD has the potential. Like KD is KD. He can play great every
He
game
had
in
a
a series.
good game.
Yes, I'm saying. Like KD is not like he's gonna come next game shoot 6 for 20. Like KD can play in
Yeah.
the playoffs. Like he will continue to have great games. The thing is Devin Booker gonna keep having bad games to offset it? Nah, Devin Booker's gonna find his groove. And when Devin Booker finds his groove, like he can have those games where he can shoot like 17 for 22. Like like he was killing the
All
the
mid-range.
Nuggets. Yeah, all mid range, 17 for
All
22. Like
mid-range,
he will kill you and just off a great field goal percentage. Like so that's the thing to be a little like because a lot of the shots that he was missing yesterday, they were kind of like rimming in and out where it's like, all right, I can make these. They not bad shots and they not missing bad. They just rolling right out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't have to change too much about it. I'll get to my spots. But if KD can get help from Devin Booker and Bill,
Bill had an okay game.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but if all those three guys are rolling, it's gonna be a long series. It's gonna be a long series. But I got Game 7 on here. I got Game 7. I don't know where to go. I don't know.
This is a tough one, man.
It's definitely tough because like the Timberwolves are the ones with the defense, but then like that offense, if they can get that offense going, the Suns,
curtains.
then
Man.
it's curtains because Cat, I don't really trust Cat. He had a lot of plays where he was a big man in KD though. I like that. I like that that he was like, all right, I'm gonna attack Rudy Gobert out here ripping KD. Like I was like poking the ball away. So that defense is going.
This one is a tough call, man. This one
Kind
is
of want to
a
go
tough
with the
call.
veterans on this one in a sense.
I
Like,
don't think there's a way that the Wolves get out of this series.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing because
I
at some
just
point you
don't
kind of
think
figure
they have
AE
enough.
out.
They don't have enough. And yes, they do got defense, but at some point, them shots.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When those shots start falling, as good as Anthony Edwards is,
when them
it may not be
shots
enough.
start falling, because KD is going to be KD. He's
Yeah.
going to be efficient. He's going to get 30, 35, whatever you want to do. Right. When
like
shots start falling,
we had 2 60-point games this year, or something like that.
man, you
50
can
and a
forget
60 or
about
something.
it.
Like that's
You can
yeah.
forget about it.
because
And
when
I
he
think-
gets those, yeah.
Yeah, I got the Suns winning this. I really only see the Wolves win. I got this going 7.
Yeah, it's funny how you set that up. Like you about to say, like he said, I just don't see this going. Like I see
mean, you gotta
I see a 7 game. He said, like, but
You
they might
gotta
be
respect,
4-1,
'cause when I
4-2.
was thinking, I'm like, I wanted to say 6, but then I'm like, Ant ain't playing with these
Yeah, that's what I'm
boys. Like Ant
Yeah.
ain't playing with these
He averages
boys.
28
But I
in his
don't
playoff
think
career.
he's
Like
ready yet, though. Like I think he's like 1 year away. 1 year away. And I think that the Suns break the Wolves' heart Game 7 because of
the
that experience.
yeah.
Man.
And the
Game
reason why
7 on the road.
I think Anthony Edwards is enough I don't think the team is enough to get past him. Like, because think about it, this Ant just turned 22. His career average in the playoffs, I think, is 9 games or something like that. Is like 28.8. Like that's great. Yeah. So it's not like he gets to the playoffs and he don't show up. And he's been doing that. The first year, I think he was 20. The second time, he was 21.
Yeah.
So it's like that's young to be averaging those kind of numbers.
Yeah.
In the playoffs. So I think he can still do it. And even his first game this year, it was a 33-point game. Like he doesn't not play well in the playoffs. Right. I just don't see Cat being able to help out when them boys start scoring.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they can offset it. But the reason why I say it's possible that they can win it is pause the size. Like what I was seeing Cat do to KD. Because Cat, like, the thing Cat would either play like a cat or he'd play like a dog. Like, that's the thing. Like, can he play like a dog every game? Like, because, like, I've seen some games where he just don't look aggressive. He want to shoot a whole bunch of threes. But then yesterday, he was going at KD chest, pause, like, going at him. So if he plays like that, I don't know if they can. They can possibly win it.
I mean, what you got to think about, too, right? Yeah, they got size, pause, right? But, okay, so you got KD and Ant, right? Mm-hmm. Like, they're going to cancel each other out. Whatever they do, whatever KD do, Ant can do, whatever
No, it's that second player.
It's that second player. You going to go with D-Book or you going to go with Cat?
Yeah.
Nah,
I got you on that. It's just the reason why I say size is the rebounding. It's the second chance points. Like it's when AE when Ant miss and Rudy Gobert get an offensive rebound, put back dunk or something like that. Like those are those are gonna be the things when it's Conley diving for the ball because KD not about to dive on the floor. It's those little things I feel like the rugged kind of. I think I give it to Timberwolves as far as like more rugged, more professional. The only thing I got with the Suns is just bucket getting.
Yeah.
And if they hitting buckets, but then they not rebounding, it's giving the Wolves chances to win. Like that's what I feel like about them because like Devin Booker don't play no defense. Bradley Beal's not a great defender. KD's not a great defender. Like none of these guys are great defenders.
Or great rebounders.
Great rebounders. Like they're not. So it's those little things that I'm like, it may like the Wolves have a chance if they can do those things. If they can't keep up with them scoring wise, those games that Booker is now going crazy, KD going crazy. If they can't keep up with them in that aspect, can they out rebound them? Can they out hustle them? Can they do those things that? All right, that may make a difference now. That may be the deciding factor.
Yeah.
And that's why I gave it going to 7 games because naturally I want to say this goes 5-6 if you look at it on paper.
Yeah.
On paper, I say it goes 5-6 because you expect those guys to have games like that every night. But the thing about Book, as good as he is, part of the reason why he was missing is because Jaden McDaniels was on him. So it's like, even though those shots, they still look good, it's a little different when you got to expend a little bit more energy to get that same shot. So it's like, is it because Devin Booker was just off or was it because he was a great defender? Is it like, it's
McDaniels, that dude, he can lock up for real though.
But I like this. I want the Wolves to win.
I would like to see
I want the Wolves to win.
I would like to see the Wolves win.
Because the Wolves, I think, can beat the Nuggets. If they were to play each other, I actually think they can. I think they can beat them. In the playoff series, you think I'm crazy. You think I'm crazy. If you find some way, you put Jaden, was it Jalen or Jaden? Jaden, okay. He has a brother, Jalen, right? That plays with Raptors or something.
He's a Raptor, yeah.
So if they put Jaden McDaniels, they slow Murray down. This is all hypothetical, even if you can get to that point. But like you slow Murray down, I think you got a chance to beat him in the series. Not saying they will, but they have a chance. They have a better chance than the
screens anyway.
Yeah, they got a better chance than the Thunder do.
That's what I think. A healthy Clippers team and the Wolves team are the only two
only
I
two
think
teams that can do
beat
it.
them, bro.
Hmm.
That's the only two teams I think that can beat them.
Yep. I don't see the Thunder. They can't do it. Like it's just
Nah,
Jokic
they
is too much for that team.
Yeah,
I
they're
think,
way
yeah.
too small. Pause. So who you got, man? I got.
I'm gonna go Wolves. I'm gonna go.
You
If
go
you going
Wolves?
Suns, I'm gonna go Wolves. In
I'm
7.
going Suns in 7.
I'm going Wolves. What you got, Dooch?
I'm gonna say Suns.
You gonna go Suns too?
And how many games though?
7.
7. All right, so y'all both. I'm gonna go Timberwolves in 7
Okay.
because I want them to win. So I want to.
This is that's.
I don't. I want to root for what I want. Cause like I can't say
Well,
I
you
believe
do
that.
anyway.
I can't believe I can't say the Suns gonna win, but I'm really rooting hard for. Like it just don't feel right. Like
I feel
I
what
want to
you're
be
saying.
right, and I want the team that I want to win. Like
Yeah, but you can root for a team and be realistic.
But I'm saying, but I want to be
actually,
right.
It's not a real.
I want to be right, and I want to win. I want to win everything. I want to win. I want to be
Two
right
horse
about
cake
my
and eat it
pick.
too, man.
I want to be
That's
right about my
crazy.
pick, and I want the team that I want to
That's
win.
Wow. Okay, so the last matchup we got is the Mavs versus the Clippers.
Let me check the score right now first before I give my assessment. No, I'm kidding. I just kind of want to see the score.
Listen, the Clippers cannot
Ooh.
win. Oh yeah, that's
Hey,
That's tough
hey,
right there.
look at the score in this game.
Oh shit.
yeah, that's tough.
He was like, the Clippers cannot win.
Listen.
And it's saw the score.
I still
And
believe.
it's saw the score.
So the Mavs is getting slaughtered right now.
At the time
The
we
Mavs
filming
is
this,
getting slaughtered right
yeah,
now.
the time we filming this is halftime. Clippers up 56-30 on the Mavs.
No, the thing is, they can win the battle, but they not gonna win that war. Listen,
Where they
Kawhi-
in LA?
Yeah,
The
but they got no
Clippers-
Kawhi.
they ain't got no. So the Clippers cannot beat the Mavs in a 7-game series without
Kawhi?
Kawhi Leonard.
I feel you on that because not every game. Like it's funny because PG only got 5 points right now. He not even the one that's helping them. Like he hurting them if anything. But James Harden got 20.
Oh, there.
Yeah, he playing like
Ooh,
he
James
playing like
Harden
Houston
showing
Rockets.
up.
He
James
playing
Harden
like
showing
Houston
up.
Rockets.
He's
Harden.
showing up. Okay. The Clippers. It depends on Kawhi's health. Man.
I feel you.
I think if Kawhi was healthy, I think I will go Clippers in 6. Kawhi not healthy, I think the Mavs get this in 6, man. If Kawhi is not in the lineup, the Mavs will win in 6.
I'll let you know my pick after Game 5. No, I'm kidding. After Game 5, I'll let you know what I'm thinking.
Let me pick a week and a half from now.
After Game 5, I'll
Let me
let you
pick
know
when
exactly
when
who's
the
gonna win.
series almost over.
Nah, I got Clippers here.
Even
It
without
depends on
Kawhi.
how many games Kawhi played. You talking about he missed the whole series?
He missed the. I was just going off if he missed the whole series.
If he missed the whole series, yeah, I think it may not be enough. It may
It
not be
ain't
enough.
bro.
Yeah.
How many times are Paul George gonna have 5 points? Playoff peak showing up, baby.
Yeah.
How many times is Paul George gonna have 5 points and they're up 30,
Yeah.
26 or whatever?
But how
it
many
is?
times he gonna have 5 points?
I mean, it's playoff peak, so it could happen.
Yeah, 2 bad playoff series. don't
happen
discredit
again.
all
The GOAT, man.
the others. Nah, but I don't see them having enough firepower to beat them. The same way anybody in these games right now, if they're missing their star player, their number one option, none of these teams, the only team that can possibly do it is the Bucks without Giannis. That can possibly do it because they still have a top 75 player.
Exactly.
So that's the only way. That's the only series I feel
Yeah.
like without having your number one, you can still win. Because this is the playoffs. These are the best of the best. You might have your best player and still not win because everybody's that good.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a 4-5 seed. Y'all, that means y'all really were right here. It's not like it was a 1-8. It was a 4-5. So y'all really had the same record. So you take the number one option out, you gotta go Mavs. But if they get Kawhi back game 2, game 3, I see them still winning the series. Clippers. If they can get Kawhi back
If they
next
can
game
get
with 3.
Kawhi back healthy, yes. But let's say Kawhi is not healthy the
whole series in Mavs. I got Mavs in 6.
Okay. So Kawhi comes back and plays the rest of the series. I would have the Clippers in
I feel like it's gonna be a lot of like the home teams are gonna win. Like Clippers gonna win at
Yeah.
home. Mavs gonna win at home. Game 5, Clippers.
I don't
Like
know.
it's
I
going.
think this is going. If Kawhi comes back game 2, I don't see Kawhi losing, man.
No, I get you on that. I
See?
just feel like they gonna have one bad game where the Mavs don't even necessarily win. The Clippers just lose. Like
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like they gonna have a game where they just choke.
Yeah.
They gonna go up like 2-0 or something like that. Go to Dallas and then just get buried.
Yeah. So Luka probably, if Kawhi comes back, Luka will have another first round exit on his resume.
Mhm.
That's sad. That's your MVP.
He been to the
though,
conference
but,
finals though. He been there before.
Yeah, I mean, but he been exit the playoffs a lot of times in the first round.
That's true. That's true.
So
I ain't mad at
okay, so let's say Kawhi comes back. You
Mhm.
got Clippers in 6.
Clippers 6.
I got Clippers in 6 too with that one.
Mhm.
If Kawhi comes back,
Yeah.
if Kawhi comes back,
This is a design fact. I don't see this going to Game 7 regardless. No way
Nah,
around it. I don't
somebody
ever see it. I don't
somebody
see
is
it going
going to
7.
take a hold of this series. Whether it's going to
Yeah.
be Luka, whether he does it without Kawhi, or it's going to be Kawhi.
Yup.
Those are two top people. So let's go to the East Coast.
Here
Those
we
are all
go.
the West Coast.
Here we go.
This is what I'm excited about. Well, not this first series, that I'm about to say. The Celtics and the Heat.
This is not fun. They're going to get swept.
Without Jimmy.
They're going to get
Without
swept,
Jimmy
man.
Butler. They're going to get swept.
They're going to get swept.
You
This is the
know,
only series I see a sweep.
I think the Heat might win one game.
Nope, they
I
won't.
think they're going to win game 3. I think they're going to go
How?
to Miami. They're going to go to Miami, and it's going to be crazy. Like, I think they win that game.
Well, no, I don't
And
see. I see them
then-
getting swept, bro.
Nah, bro.
Who do you think? What do you think? Do you think a sweep or you see a 4-1?
I mean, the sweep is definitely possible.
Oh, it's all possible.
It's definitely possible. But I don't know. I give
I
the Heat
don't.
one game, man.
No Jimmy.
Going crazy one game.
I can see them going crazy one game, like, and it'll be their first home game. Put the Celtics, like
Who's
Celtics
going
is
to do
right.
it though?
They-
Who's going to go crazy? Like that's what I'm saying. You like I see them go crazy.
the
Who?
the thing I'm telling you,
This is not the Bulls.
I don't know. Tyler Hero could go crazy. Tyler Hero can put up some buckets.
He could, but he won't.
Jaime Jaquez or whatever his name, he had a pretty all right game.
It's
for
not going to be
him.
enough. Not to win a game. A quarter, a half they made, but not a full game.
Bam gonna have to do something. Bam gonna have to do
I don't
something.
trust Bam to
man.
do nothing. Like Bam, nah, I don't trust Bam to be a number one.
I mean,
option.
obviously the Celtics.
A number
gonna
one
win
option?
This. It's gonna either gonna be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep.
This is just
So
a,
let's
it's
say
a sweep.
Jimmy Butler is playing.
Game
what
6.
would you give? Game 6.
I say
Celtics.
Yeah,
So
5
you-
or 6.
Okay, so let me go ahead and give you flowers on this one. I don't think you remember this, but I'm real, so I'm gonna give you flowers on this one.
I'm right about so much. You got to
Early, early on in one of the episodes, you said that because I was like, I don't want to play the Heat, and you was like, I don't think we're gonna play the Heat, the Bucks. You said somebody else is gonna take them out, whether it's Philly or the Celtics. And you're right. Celtics about to take these fools. I mean, it's without Jimmy Butler. It's without Jimmy Butler. But you're right on this
Yeah.
one.
I felt
Half
like that
right,
was. I
because-
knew they were going to end up 7-8. I knew they was one. I knew they weren't going to miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I knew they weren't going to beat the 76ers. I remember
Right.
saying that. I think I said they're
They
not going to beat the 76ers.
almost.
They almost did.
They almost
They
did.
almost did. But I had a
I
feeling
think
they
Jimmy
weren't.
getting hurt.
Yeah, that made a big difference. But I also, even though Embiid didn't have a good game, like I just had a feeling they were going to find some way to get that 7 seed. They were hot. But then, what's the name? The Heat falling to the 8th seed. Like I saw that because they like to be the 8th seed for some reason. It seemed like they just seem like they just always there.
Heat culture, man.
They
Yeah,
just
that's
always
because
want that
Jimmy
8
Butler
seed.
only played half a season.
Exactly, just enough to get by.
Exactly. Then he gets health, and then he's healthy. Got
Mm-hmm.
them fresh legs for the playoffs.
Yeah,
So that's how he making these.
Yeah, that's what happened last year too. They beat the Bulls last year to get that same, or the Hawks. One of those two. They beat them last year to get that 8th spot.
I think it was the Bulls because
Yeah, it was the Bulls because
it was the
Zach
Bulls.
LaVine and them, they had them on the ropes, and then they found some way to still win it.
Yeah,
Who got 7 seed last year?
don't know.
Man, that's gonna bother me.
But
now.
here
7
go
seed.
a good. I think it's gonna be a good series. The Knicks and the Sixers.
Mm-hmm.
Knicks won game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Barely. I mean, it was a close game. And then Josh Hart came and hit, 3 straight threes?
Yeah,
was
Josh
it?
Hart was going crazy.
And it's just like,
Going crazy.
how often is
Yeah.
that really?
That's not
Josh
gonna be the
Hart
case.
shooting threes. Role players play really good at home. Dog,
That's the thing.
And Brunson.
Garden.
Brunson only had what? 22?
Yeah, he shot 8 for 26. I know that. I can't remember how much he finished with, but I know he shot 8 for 26.
I mean,
was
he's
bad.
not gonna do that again. But
He's not, but they gonna find ways. Like, was Batum guarding him? I didn't really watch the whole game.
they switch Batum on him, but I think Batum needs to stay on Jalen Brunson
Yeah,
the whole time. Like, I don't care because they had Oubre guarding him. a
Mhm.
little
Oh, yeah, I
bit,
did see that,
you
yeah.
know? But he's gonna smoke Oubre.
yeah.
They
Mhm.
need to put Batum on.
I can't stand
Batum
Oubre.
is the one that helped them beat
That's why
Heat.
Batum in.
right.
Batum in.
Like,
Why
they-
Batum in.
They like Batum is the one that helped them beat the
Yeah.
Heat. 6 threes.
Yeah, huh?
Guarded,
locking up.
locking up Hero. Like,
It was one of them plays. He pushed Hero behind half court, and they called it back court.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, nah. He definitely
dude,
pushed him.
Wildin',
He definitely
man.
pushed him, and they got the back court too. But I was like, dang, he definitely showed him. That was
Yeah, I
funny.
think this is gonna be a good series. I
Yeah,
think
this gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good series. I don't know if I want to watch it though. Like,
You don't
it's not gonna be a
know
lot of points scored. Like, I just don't see it being a high scoring
yeah.
game. I see it being boring. It may be a game 7, but it may be a boring game 7 to the last 2
yeah.
minutes.
The Knicks are going crazy too. Like,
last 3 minutes gonna be entertaining, but the whole game I don't want to watch.
Fans after the game,
They be acting like they want to chip.
NYC is
Going
crazy.
crazy.
Literally crazy. Who do you want to win this series though?
This series, like, I just don't care for it. Like, I just don't care. This is just that series.
Keep in mind, he's from
I'm
New
from
York.
New York. Like, I just don't care about them. Like, any other time, I feel like I'll root for them. But I feel like this series just gonna be boring. Like, Embiid just seemed like he get hurt every other
This fool
quarter.
threw it off the backboard.
He just,
tried
like,
to dunk it. And
It just looked
hurt
ugly.
himself.
These games just look ugly.
Yeah,
Like 8 for
yeah.
26, and Embiid shot like 9 for 20. Like, it's just one of them games I just don't have a desire to watch into the last 3-4 minutes.
I don't know. I think this is a fun series, man.
Last 4
Maxey is going
minutes.
crazy too.
Last 4 minutes, I'll watch it. Who I want to win? I'll go New York just because I stay home.
So you want New York to win.
I'll
so
take
who
New
do
York,
you
but I
think
really-
is going to win? How many games? I want the Sixers to win, actually.
Can they
'Cause-
both lose? Like, I just really don't care for this. I don't know why I just don't care for this series that much either. Like, it's just something about
Well,
it.
this is one of the more competitive series right here.
But it's just an ugly series. Like, I'm not happy about dudes shooting 30%. Both of the star players from both sides shooting 30. It's just not fun to watch that. Like, it's not fun to
Bro,
watch
it
it. And
only
I keep
happened
getting these
one
alerts.
time,
I get these
man.
alerts like Embiid headed back to the locker room. Embiid headed back to the locker room. Like, his last 3 games, I felt like he headed back to the locker room for something. It's just like, man, can we get a full series? Like, can we just? I just feel like somebody hurt. It's just, I'm not with it. I go Knicks.
So you Knicks and how many?
Knicks in 7. I take Knicks in 7.
Yeah, I'm thinking Knicks and 6.
Knicks.
I think. Yeah, I'm going Knicks and 6 on this one. I can't really. I don't know. Embiid's health is up.
That's
and
what-
down.
that's the
Like,
thing.
I don't
That's what making it not
know
fun
what he
because it's
wants to
just-
do. Like, I don't know if he wants to play or not play.
He
or
just looks so different
hurt,
from regular
not
season. It's
hurt.
crazy how.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But I got Knicks and 6. Now this next series,
Cavs, Magic, or Bucks? Where you going?
we're gonna go. Actually, let's go with the Cavs. 'Cause the Bucks, Pacers. We need to spend some time on that. So the Cavs Magic. This is the series that you should be saying this about.
This is another one I don't want to see.
This is one that I could care less about. Couldn't care less. These, come on, man. Donovan Mitchell.
Boring series, man.
Franz Wagner. I don't want to see these. Cole Anthony. Come on, man. I don't want to see this.
Gary Harris.
Yeah.
Gary.
Come on, man. I don't want to see this.
Nah, this is two series. Like every series on the West, I feel like I want to watch.
Yeah.
But not every series on the East. I feel like.
Nah.
I feel like the Celtics are on toy with the Heat. I feel like the Knicks and the
Sixers.
It's gonna be just too many missed shots
so
everywhere.
who you got with the Cavs and Magic?
Magic gonna be. Cavs gonna get them.
Yeah, I think the
5-1.
Cavs. I think the Cavs win. What'd you say?
Like a 4-1. Sorry, in 5 games. It's gonna go 5 games. It's gonna be 4-1. 4-1.
This series is so boring. He want them to play an extra game. Yeah, I got the Cavs winning this, but I got the Cavs winning in 6 though. I think Magic gonna they're gonna at least win 2 games. I think they win the both 2 home games and then it's over.
Nah, it's gonna be 4-1.
So the next one. Bucks versus Pacers.
Yeah, here we go.
Now, Giannis is not playing in game 1. We don't know if he's gonna play during the series at all. So
it's so like he could play next game or he had missed the whole series. Like it's so up and down. Like nobody knows the exact
I think if we win, he's gonna sit out.
Yeah, he's gonna sit out until we start.
He's gonna sit out until we lose. Yep, I think he's gonna sit out until we lose.
So how many
if we
games
lose
gonna
game
take
1,
for us to lose? He might be out there limping. Tell the Nashes to donate his calf to him. Your calf.
So how you see this series going? They beat the Bucks.
Oh man!
Listen, it's a lot of things that changed. They beat the Bucks 4-1 during the regular season, right? Now, during this time, we still had Adrian Griffin. One of those games we did. One of those games we didn't have Dame. We lost by like 2 that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Giannis had 50 or something
had
like that.
64 in our only games, win.
Because he dropped a 50-point game on him and a 60-point on him.
Yeah. They stole our ball. Pause. They stole our ball.
He out here Dame time celebration.
Halliburton doing the Dame time celebration. Like, this series is probably the biggest, like, grudge match. Like, not even a rivalry. Because you got to win on both sides for it to be a rivalry to me. But I think this is more of a grudge match. Malik Beasley saying we going to see them in the playoffs.
It's
they not going to be good. This is going to be... It's a lot that happens. We didn't have Pat Beverly last time we played them.
Pat Bev it was a key acquisition for us, man. Like, Pat Bev on the team makes a total difference. Like, people... And I'm one of the people that would talk crazy about Pat Bev, but, like, one thing about Pat Bev, he's like a soldier. You go tell him to do something, and they go do it. Like, you tell him to be a role player, get rebounds, and do a little dirty stuff, like the dirty work and stuff like that. He goes and do that. All right, put you in the starting lineup. We might need you to... Beasley been playing like hot garbage. So, Pat Bev, we might need you to make some more shots. Be more offensive-minded now. Like, you play defense, but you might have to start hitting some more shots. You might have to drive it a little bit. He goes and does it. Like, whatever you ask Pat Bev to do, he goes and does it. Like, people forget, like, these are professional basketball players. As much slack you want to give Pat Bev, like, he not good, but, like, he scores some points. Like, he can score some points when it's needed. So I think that was a huge pickup. Him being in the lineup and taking Beasley and putting him on the bench, I feel like we can still win game 1 or game 2. Like, I feel like the home court, because we were always good. Like, we were like the 5th best team at home. So I think we can 4th best team at home. I know we started getting a little chippy at the end where we just started losing all these games. But, like, 4th
Who guards
best,
Halliburton?
Pat Bev. Pat Bev or Dame. Honestly, I'm not mad at Dame guarding him because Dame actually plays decent defense. The problem was Brook Lopez slacking back and letting Halliburton get mid-range shots, or if you finally decide to step a little bit, he throwing it.
Yeah.
But Tyrese been mid this last 2-3 months, so like I'm not expecting. He was on fire when he was playing us. People forget he was playing his best basketball when he was playing us.
Yeah.
At that time, and he was playing that way against everybody. People forget that they beat the Celtics to even get to us in the play-in spot. They beat the Celtics. He was out there crossing Drew Holiday up. So as much as you want to talk about Dame can't guard him, like he was having Holiday looking for a map. Like he was feeling it. He's not been playing like that since. So I don't think he makes that much of a difference. I think we can honestly beat this team.
Yeah.
Giannis come back game 2, game 3, game 4 possibly. I still feel like we'll be up in the series when he comes back.
Yeah. I think it's a few things, and I did post this on Twitter. There's a few things why I think we still should win without Giannis. One, home court advantage, like you said. We're the 4th best team in the whole league at home, right? Role players in the playoffs statistically play better at home.
Yep.
Pat Bev, he's that vocal leader that we need. If something's not working or if Halliburton is going crazy, he's going to say something.
I'm going to guard him.
Let me guard him.
Yeah.
Or, hey, you need to do that. He's not going to just sit back and let somebody just smoke like that, right? Dame Lillard is the best player
in the
this
series.
Yep. He has to be.
We got to get
without Giannis. He has to be the best player in this. If Dame Lillard is not the best player on the court, when we play the Pacers, it's gonna get dark.
It's gonna be bad. Yeah,
it's gonna get dark.
Come on, Glorilla, help him out.
Yeah,
help him out, Glow.
Glow Lillard.
Glow Lillard, help him out. We need you.
She had the Glow Lillard shirt.
She did. I ain't see it.
Oh, she's in the club.
Glorilla or ex-wife?
No, it was Glorilla.
Oh, Glorilla was rocking it.
Glorilla was rocking in the club. Glow Lillard on the back with 0.
Dang.
It's
after the DUI, she's still in there. Oh man, Glow funny, man.
But yeah, I think we win this series regardless, with or without Giannis. But Dame has to be the best. He needs to be that top 75 player. So if you think about it, okay, we got him. And then who's the next best player? Like maybe Siakam, maybe Chris, depending on which Chris you get, you know?
That's true. Sometimes I forget about Chris.
That's what I'm saying.
Chris,
he could be the second best player on this thing. But then Siakam, depends on how he plays, you know? But yeah, our defense is different.
Yeah. And another thing that they had Bruce Brown at the time guarding Dame. They don't have Bruce Brown to guard him. They don't have Mathurin either. They don't have Benedict Mathurin. I hate that name, Benedict. Like I can't stand it. We're gonna call him Ben.
They don't have
Ben Matt.
It's so many changes that they have.
Whole different series.
It's so many changes, and they got T.J. McConnell, right? Now he kills the Bucks.
Yeah.
But now we have somebody to combat that in Pat Bev. Pat Bev
with that same
can
energy.
get with that same energy. Can get with him. He's gonna do his little hook shot and put the 2 small. I already know Pat Bev.
You gonna hit them corner threes.
I already know.
I'm looking forward to this game now, man. I might have to go somewhere and watch it.
Pat Bev was an underrated pickup, man.
Bro, I was happy when I saw that.
He's an underrated pickup. Now I'm not putting all my chips on Pat Bev.
Nah, and that's you don't need to.
No,
I think he just needs. We got him as not like, all right, we need him to come save the day for us and be that everything. Like, no, we don't need him. When you got 2 top 75 guys, like you don't need Pat Bev. You just need him to do what he's good at. Being vocal.
Pat be Pat.
Yep. Being vocal, being a nuisance, getting rebounds and doing little like dirty work kind of things. Like that's what we need. We don't need him to drop 20. Like we don't. Some players, if we would have picked him up, we might need him. Like, all right, if he's not dropping 15, then we like, all right, or we're not dropping 10. Pat Bev can have a scoreless game and make a huge impact.
It's one thing that I do
Huge
know.
impact.
Malik Beasley wrote a check.
Oh, you got to cash it.
You better cash
Yeah,
this
you
check.
don't look like Terry Eason when he was like, Warriors come out and play, and
Exactly.
then don't play.
He's playing.
I'm saying, like, don't play, really. Like, you did physically, but all you
he
did.
wrote that check.
Yeah, you gotta hit these shots because he been
This
playing
man
like
better be
trash.
hitting every. Listen, he better shoot 40% from three.
Yeah,
At least 40% from three.
you know they're not gonna be
make a
contested.
Yeah, you make a statement like that, you better shoot at
Yep.
least 40% from three. So you're in the wars. Who you got? MVP. You still got Luka?
I got Luca, but the world don't got Luca. It's funny because if you look on social media
Yeah.
and you go through, I think social media wise, Luca has the most like number one votes. Like whenever I'm scrolling, obviously they don't know Luca's my favorite
Right.
to win it. But I'm just going through the comment section, and somebody was like, well, "Luca got to cure cancer for him to win MVP." Like, it's just so many comments where like the highest amount of like likes on a comment is Luca. Like, it's a whole bunch of Luca stuff, but it's like he fell to third place, and it's like the crazy thing about Luca, he can have a game and go 39-9, and his stats go down. He's the only person in the league that can have a 39-9 game, and his stats will go down.
That's crazy.
If Jokic have a 39-9, his rebounds will go down, his assists will stay the same, but his points will go up.
Yeah.
Shea has 39-9, his points will stay the same, his rebound will go up, his assists go up. Luka does it, his numbers go down.
That's what you gotta do with that's what you gotta deal with.
Like,
Like you average that amount.
That's what I'm saying. You average that. So the thing that I give him, like, he fell to third place, right? But he had like 2 games where his numbers were around 39-9, and they put him down. They moved him. It was like,
It's not your
that's people's
averages.
best games. That's your favorite player's best game.
Yeah.
He have a game like that, and they like,
Nah,
dang,
what
bro,
you
you
call-
falling off. When I put up Shea numbers, I'm now considered falling off.
And the crazy thing is like, but everybody has that.
I put up Jokic numbers, I fell off.
Everybody has that expectation though. Like Luka's expectation is different from Shea's expectation.
But if I do it and we win, I'm playing like Shea. All right, let me lower the scale, play like Shea, and they like, nah, bro.
You got to play like Luka.
I got it.
You can't average
I got it,
35.
Luka and-
You can't average 35 and then
put up 39-9.
put up 39.
But if I win, then I wasn't needed to drop 35.
Well, hey, get your averages, man. Get your averages. I mean,
He put up Shea type of numbers. So your guy, well, my guy Slacks is now your guy's best game.
what's your point? I don't get
That's
your point.
bad.
Your guy Slacks is my guy's best game. Okay.
My basement is your ceiling.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I get what you're saying. I get where you're coming from, but that's the standard that Luka has set for himself.
His standard is so high that
Exactly
his basement
my
is your
point.
guy's ceiling. So what is your guy's standard then?
Everybody knows that Luka's ceiling is through the roof. Shea has a ceiling on his house. Luka does not. So when Shea hits the ceiling, they're like, "Oh, that's good." Luka doesn't go to the sky. Hey, it's all about like expectations though too. Like
True.
I think what I've been seeing a lot, I think you're right with the Luka thing. Scrolling social media, you see Luka. But what I've been seeing in the past week is like more people been turning to SGA
I noticed that too.
because of that one seed.
That one seat makes all the difference in the age of the team. So this is what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to unbiased, give my whole thoughts. Take Jokic. I think Jokic should be
I
third.
don't think Jokic.
I think he should be
in it,
third.
man.
I think he
I
should
think
definitely
he's a
be.
phenomenal basketball player.
But he's number one this year. No.
I don't think he should be number one
Because he doesn't have the goalpost moves for him when you compare him to Luka and Shea. All right. You're like, all right, numbers wise, Jokic has better stats than Shea. Right? So that's why he should be it, because he has better stats than Shea. But Shea has the number one record. You put him to Luka. Luka has better stats than Jokic, but now it's record wise. It's like, no, but he has a better record.
Yeah,
Shea has a better record than Jokic. No, but he has better stats. So it's like, It's
Yeah.
record when it comes to Luka, and then it's stats when it comes to SGA. So you move the goalpost so it benefits
Yeah.
Jokic because he has the better numbers and he has a better record than the
and
other
I've been
guys.
seeing
It
something
doesn't work
about,
that
like,
way though.
his, what's that? It's one really crazy advanced stat that they always use, and I'm just like, who cares?
Yeah, there's something like out of all those
Like-
guys, he has the best team. He has the best team,
I get you
best
that one.
situation.
Yeah.
Like he has. Everybody plays their role very well. You got a guy
They're
who's a shooter.
professional at their role.
Exactly. You got MPJ. He's a shooter. He does his job well. He shoots. Caldwell Pope. He defends. Hits some. He's a 3-and-D. He hits some good threes for you in the corner or something, and he's gonna lock up. Boom. You have Aaron Gordon, who's always in that dunker spot down there. That you can go. He cuts, plays defense. That's his role. Like he has guys. That's their role. The Mavs don't have guys that are totally their role. They just had a whole change their starting lineup in February. So it's like they made changes. They made big trades like Grant Williams. They got PJ Washington. They got Grant Williams out of there. They got PJ Washington to come in. Daniel Gafford to come in. Like they made changes to their lineup. And then you think about Shea and them, like they're like average age is like 22, 21, like in that
Right.
starting lineup. So it's like he has the most stable situation. So obviously his number's going to reflect that. Like
Yeah,
he has a
yeah,
better
yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
But I just don't think he got it this year, man. I think he's behind those young dudes. Behind those young dudes.
I know. I think it was JJ Redick say he voted for Joker. I believe.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I think he voted for Joker. I saw somebody said they voted for SGA. Because everybody's coming out and saying who they vote for now.
Yeah,
And it's
uh-huh.
just like, y'all don't leave nothing to the imagination.
Nope.
Y'all don't want to do no mystery, no nothing.
Exactly.
You know, like what are we doing? But yeah, I still got SGA because
Yeah.
that number one spot, man.
and that's a fair point. The reason why I would give it to SGA is because he has an unstable kind of on paper team,
Yeah.
and still ended up being number one in the West. Not number one in the East, but number one in the West, where there's
Speaking
dogs
about
out
on
there.
paper, let's go ahead and switch to this MIP, man. Most improved player. I've been seeing a lot of Tyrese Maxey.
It is Maxey.
It's
though.
Tyrese Maxey, is Kobe White,
Uh-huh.
and I don't even know. But
Yeah, it don't
my
even matter
boy's
after
not
that.
in it.
Cam
which
Thomas.
is crazy. Yeah. Which is crazy.
Yep.
Tyrese Maxey increased his scoring 5-6 points.
It's not about that though. It's impact.
Kobe White increased his scoring, 5-6 points. This man increased
10,
his scoring
10, 11 or something like that, right?
11 to I think it's like 11.6 or something.
Hmm.
Almost 12 points. And nobody's talking about him.
He didn't even make the play-in in the East though. The East is a cupcake
I
like
get
conference
that,
from.
but when you're dealing with most improved player, I don't think that matters. I think MVP, you can have those arguments
Mm-hmm.
with record and stuff. Most improved player, I don't think you have to. Like you got to look
get
at
what you're
that
saying.
player though.
I get what
This
you're saying.
dude increased his scoring in the NBA double digits. In the NBA double digits. He only averaged 10 points last year.
Mm-hmm.
He increased it more than his average
Yeah.
last year. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. And
I agree.
nobody
I
I would be okay with it if like he didn't win it and Max
he was in a conversation.
just be
That's
in
what
the
I'm saying. I think he should
conversation.
be in a conversation. I think he should be because it's like Kobe White was 10th seed, so it's not
Yeah.
like he was just like he was 10th seed. Cam was 11th seed, so it's
Right.
not like it was a big difference between them. I give you that, but I think he should be second. I think Kobe White should be third. I still think Maxey should be number one. Maxey had like 3 50-point games this season. The team started
Just
to really
don't know if
game
I can
plan
get
around
it.
him.
I just don't know if I can give it to Maxi. Pause. Like, it's just like, okay, listen. You have Joel Embiid, the most dominant center. You don't play that position. You play a different position. One that plays well off of Embiid scoring
Yeah.
the ball. So, of course, you're going to have a better impact. Maxi can ball. Don't get me wrong. But like, I don't know, man.
It's more to
It's
it
tough.
than just his points. Like Cam doesn't get assists. Like Maxi averages, I think, like 6 point something
I feel
assists.
that. I feel
Cam
that.
averages like 2 assists.
Yeah.
Maxi, so his points went up, his rebounds went up, his assists went up, all this stuff went up, and he's on a playoff team. Like, I think that makes a difference. He made the All-Star team this year. Like, Cam went from like a role player to a solid starter. He went from a solid starter to an All-Star. Like, I feel like that's an improvement when you go from just being a starting line
I get you
to
on
being
that
an
one.
All-Star.
I get you on that one.
Like that is the like I don't see Cam Thomas making an All-Star game in his career.
Yeah, I don't think he's going.
Maybe down the line, but not right now.
Nah, he's not gonna make. He's too much of like a.
He's one-dimensional.
Exactly.
Like, he's one-dimensional.
He's a volume. No, he's not.
Uh-huh.
No.
But
I
Tyrese
don't
Maxey
think
there's a difference. You can see when guys go from like, okay, he has potential. Okay, now he's a starter. He can average around 19, 20 a game. Oh, he's a great basketball player.
Yeah.
I don't feel
Yeah,
that way about Cam Thomas yet. I just see him still as a Chuck. Like that game, like that's 5-game stretch where he had 2 games where he had like 0 points, and that like Maxey can't afford to do something. Like Maxey won't do that.
Yeah.
Cam Thomas come out
He
and have
has,
40.
though, when Embiid was out. I think he had like a 9-point game.
But he had 0.
5-point game. I mean, if you have 5, you
2
got
games
0.
straight with 0 is wild.
Yeah.
2 straight games with 0. You said this
was
good
getting
guy.
it
Oh, he
up,
only
man.
scored 9. That was in one game. He had a 2-game stretch. One game was 0 for 7, and I think
Be
the next
like
game was
that,
0 for
man.
10.
It'd be like that.
Like, no, it don't. No, it don't be like that.
It'd be like
When the
that.
last time you seen a dude shoot that many times?
No, but I mean, I think what's gonna happen. I think they're gonna give it to Maxey.
Because he's led. He's a leader. Cam is not a leader.
I
He
think-
just kind of put up some
I
buckets.
think they're gonna give it to Maxey. Who you got for Coach of the Year?
Coach of the year, I got
It's only really-
Thunder. Yeah, Thunder coach. I
It's
got
only
him.
really one.
Uh-huh.
You got to put the Thunder up.
Gotta
there.
go Thunder coach.
Rookie of the Year. Do we got to talk about? We ain't
No,
gotta talk about
absolutely
that.
not. I'm not even.
Nah, we ain't got to talk about that. 6th Man of the Year.
Who's the front runner right now? Its front runner is don't tell me. Who is it?
Malik Monk.
Malik Monk. Yeah, that's who it was. He is a front
You
runner.
got Malik Monk. It was.
Norman Powell, is he in that one too? Can't remember.
I don't really remember the 6th Man of the Year because I'm like,
Not because Russell Westbrook would have been there 6 man, so not Norman Powell.
I think this is a runaway. I think Malik Monk.
Yeah, he got it.
I think he got it. Like, but Bobby Portis.
I think Bobby Portis. He
should
turned it
be in
on
the
later
conver-
though.
Yeah,
He turned it on too
because he was
late.
foul for half of the season.
Yeah,
Dude
uh-huh.
was terrible for half of the season. Malik Monk been, you know,
He been killing. They didn't make the playoffs though.
they didn't make
That's
the
thing.
playoffs, and I think that extra score of Malik Monk because he averaged 15, 16 points.
Bobby averaged what 13, 14?
Yeah. I think that's what killed the Kings is they just didn't have enough. And the injury to
Herter was out too.
Yeah, Kevin. So like they just didn't have enough.
Yep.
And the Pelicans, man,
Yeah. I was actually upset.
Defenders, man.
Yeah, I was thrown off by that.
They got good wing defenders, man.
Yeah.
And that's when you need good guards. 2 of their best guards is out. I mean, you got
Yep.
Kevin and you got Malik Monk.
You got the starter shooting guard position, and you got the
The
6
back-
man, the backup,
Exactly.
who's not
And-
really the backup.
And
It's
you
just
got then you got Davon Mitchell coming off. Come
yeah,
on,
man. He can't score.
Man,
like
you know the
he
crazy
do some
thing?
dirty work stuff, but he just can't score. He's like a Pat Bev in a way.
Baylor, and I thought he was gonna be. Man,
He just
can
can't
defend.
score. Yeah, he can defend well.
He can defend,
Just can't
but
score.
he's just. I don't know. He's just small, Paul. You know,
Uh-huh.
like he's just small. So, USA roster came out. How you feeling about it? Steph Curry's first USA roster. I don't
Let's
even
see.
know
Let
if
me look back at the
Kawhi
whole thing.
accepted a thing. I don't
Well, I
even
don't want to play.
know.
He don't even
It's
play
like-
here.
All right.
Somebody said, "How you gonna play in Paris? You don't even play here." Like you not playing right now.
It's crazy.
Right now.
Nah, they got Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Drew Holiday, D Book, Bam Adebayo, Kawhi, Joel Embiid. They got Joel Embiid. How you feel about them leaving off Curry? Not Curry.
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Honestly, I see why they got. There's two guys that I see what they were thinking why they made the team, and the two guys are Drew Holiday and Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh yeah, they got Halliburton.
Those two guys, I see why. Because, like, you look at it on paper, you're like, why is Tyrese Halliburton here?
Yeah.
Like, he's clearly not the best point guard. Like, he's probably, like, top 8.
Yeah.
But when you got a team like this, you don't really need scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could easily go out and have Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson is better than Tyrese Halliburton.
Yep, I agree with that.
I 100% think Jalen Brunson is better.
I don't think that's a debate.
Like, it's 100% he's better.
Yeah.
And in some way, I still kind of would have took Jalen Brunson over Halliburton. But I know their mindset is, we need a guy that only need to drop 5 points, but have 9 assists.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are all great scorers.
Yeah.
There's one basketball. We need a guy who's like, hey, taking me out, I don't need to score. My ego's at the door. Jalen Brunson, the way he's most effective is he's scoring the ball.
Yeah,
The same way with Kyrie. The way he's most effective is if he's scoring the ball.
sure.
Tyrese, the way he's most
Effective.
effective is if he's passing.
Yeah.
KD, most effective, scoring.
Mm-hmm.
And Edwards, most effective, scoring.
Ooh, they got
Curry,
Ant,
most effective,
too.
scoring.
Good God, I forgot
Most
about
effective.
Ant.
Everybody most effective are
Listen
when
to
they're
this.
scoring.
Okay, listen to this. You got Drew Holiday, one of the best defenders. You got Kawhi Leonard,
Great defender.
great defender. You got Ant Edwards. You got Bam.
Bam. AD.
8.
Like, great defenders,
Can
man.
you imagine the amount of clamps that is about to go down? Who are you going to pick on?
Exactly.
You can't do that pick and roll. Because then what are you going to do? You can't do any AD
Yep.
and Bam. Because what happens is you try to get that mismatch with the big man. But when
Them
your
dudes
big
can
man
move.
is AD and Bam,
They can move
they
their
can
feet.
move.
Uh-huh. They can move.
Nah, man. And Ant going to be hungry too.
Exactly. Like, he one of those dudes that just got it. They have
It's
it.
just
Like,
one of
I want to
those, like-
I want to guard your best guy, and I want him to guard me. Like, when he was guarding KD, a lot of those plays, like, and then when KD was guarding him, he's cooking. Like, he one of those guys that has it. Like,
Yeah.
not everybody right now has that in these young dudes. Like, for him to be his age, he is a dog.
Who do you think the most
already.
important player on this USA team
Most
is?
important? Let me see. I got
Most
it here.
important. On the defense, I think it's Drew Holiday. Because he's going to guard. He did well with that guarding that point guard and like kind of shutting the head of the snake
Yeah.
balls, like shutting that down. Right?
Yeah, that
I already
definitely
know.
deserves-
Listen, I already know who I'm dealing with. I know who I'm dealing with. That's why I know
head
who
of
I'm
the
dealing with.
snake.
But on offense, I already know who I'm dealing with. But I think Steph Curry
Yeah.
is going to be the most important piece because when those threes start raining, it's going to get.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, who else in the world can shoot like Curry? Nah.
None of them
bruh.
do.
No, man.
Want to know who? I don't know if I can say he's the most important because I don't know how to use him. One guy I believe he should look at it as I'm the most important.
Embiid.
Jason Tatum.
He's on this thing?
Yeah. Jason Tatum, he has to look at it as he's the most important. I think he has to look at it because you know who is?
Bruh.
No. I'm saying he should because Ant Edwards is there.
Oh, yeah.
And this is your time to say, all right, I'm the gap. You have Braun, we have KD, we have Curry, we have that older generation. I have to be the guy that say, hey, y'all can't carry this. The same way AD has to be the guy to say, Bron,
Yeah.
you can't carry it. I got to do it. It's my time now.
Yeah.
The same way Tatum has to say, LeBron, we don't need you to be Dream Team Bron.
Right.
I got to be Dream Team Bron. Like, I'm 25, 26 years old. It's my time to say, hey, I lead this. I'm the bridge. I'm bridging the gap of these generations. It should be on me. If Ant Edwards is the one that bridges that gap, that's a problem. You can't have this young dude be the reason, like,
What do you think the USA team is missing?
what they're missing.
I think it's size, pause. Like, there's some teams over there that can rebound real good. Like, yeah, we got AD. He's a good rebounder, but like,
Because Embiid is not a great rebounder. He's a solid.
exactly.
He's not a great.
He's solid, but he's not a great rebounder.
Bam,
But
too. Bam is not a great rebounder
I
either.
didn't know we had Tatum too. Good God.
Yeah, Tatum has to be the guy because he's the oldest out of these young dudes
Yeah.
on this team. Like, because you got, all right, peep this. Joel, all right, but that's not his role. Like, as good as Joel, it has to be Tatum. Like,
Yeah.
your number one, number two seed for the last couple years. You claim to be the face of the league. Like, this is where you establish that I'm
Yeah.
here. I think it's going to be Ant that does it.
Yeah. Oh,
And that's going to be the problem right there because then you just get pushed to the side.
Okay, so who's your starters?
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to say, with this team, who do you start?
Well,
Same thing with Book too. Book gotta
Dang,
establish
about
himself.
The top, nah, bro.
He has to. These guys have to play well. Book, Tatum,
Book and Tatum off the bench for sure.
but they have to play well, man.
I'm going Steph at the 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Drew at the 2. Dang. Steph at the 1, Drew at the 2. No, Steph at the 2, Drew at the 1. Because I want Drew guarding a point guard.
Mm.
Steph at the 1, Drew at the 2. Or vice versa. You got to go. Oh, man. I don't know who you go with the 3. Do you go with Kawhi or do you go with Ant?
They can go Bron. Then Bron, KD, maybe. You think they start both of those guys out of respect?
And that's what I'm thinking.
Because you
If
can't
you
bench.
go-
You don't bench Bron.
At all.
You that just don't
You
even
can't
look
do
right. Teams won't even take us
You can't do
serious.
You can't.
Teams
do
won't. They, oh,
But
they
then, like,
benching it. They benching
at the
Bron.
like, okay, then like, do you bench Joel Embiid?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, Embiid or Ant. It depends on how.
I think
It depends on
Bron
their
and KD
two- their
has
one
to
and two
have 2
guards.
spots in there.
Yeah, that's
Bron
what
and KD has
Yep.
to have.
So you got Bron and just take them at the forward positions, both of them. We put both of them in because neither one of them are coming off the bench for seniority reasons why, and for the fact that they still can ball.
Yeah.
And they're not just like taking up a roster spot and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, they has-beens that just can't. They can still hoop. They're still probably better than everybody else. So you start both of them. Ant or Joel, it depends on how defensive minded they go with the 2 guards. If they go really offense with the 2 guards, I think they go
Bruh,
defense.
I legit don't know
AD.
who to start.
Yes, yeah. If they start Drew Holiday, then I think you start Embiid. If they don't start Drew Holiday, then I think you start AD. It depends on how defensive you go with those guards. Is where
Yeah.
you got to go defensive
I see what
because you
you're saying.
can't go too often. Joel is obviously a better offensive player than Embiid.
I think once you play, if you play somebody like that has a big guy, pause.
Mhm.
Joel Embiid is your 5th.
True. I like
if you play, no disrespect, Cameroon or something like that, you go Ant,
Mhm.
KD at the 5, and you run them.
Yeah.
You run them out the gym easy.
You know, I think what I would do if I was coaching, I want Halliburton and Embiid playing at the same time.
I can see that.
I think he maximizes Embiid pick and roll,
Yeah,
all
but I
that
think
type of stuff.
Curry does that too. You throw it into Embiid, they're gonna have to collapse on Embiid, or it's a bucket or a foul. Who is he kicking it out to? Steph Curry.
They're gonna keep eyes on Curry. They're gonna slack off Drew Holiday.
Man.
They're gonna slack off Drew Holiday. That's what I would do. If I was defending it, I'm not leaving Curry. I'm leaving Drew.
Dang, I might switch. Ant
This is
for
tough.
Drew, man.
Y'all watching this? Leave a comment, man. Who y'all starting?
Dang. because you got all wings coming off the bench. You can have Tatum, you can have Book, you can have Tatum.
Honestly, if I'm leaving egos
Good
at the door,
grief.
I'm leaving egos at the door. I'm not gonna lie, I start Ant. If I'm leaving egos at the door, I think he is 80% of the defender that Drew Holiday is. Because he can play defense. 80-90% of the Drew Holiday, like, he's 22. Drew Holiday would be 34 at this time.
But can you see him on like a point guard though? Like Ant Edwards on a point guard?
He's 6'4".
Yeah, but
He's not that.
I see him more for like threes and like 2s and 3s.
I feel you.
Maybe 4.
Because he's strong. Like but he's the same height as Drew.
True.
They have different defensive like skill sets though, even though they both are great defenders.
I think it depends on the matchup. But,
Yeah.
So
I
I
think-
probably wouldn't have the same matchup.
Yeah, maybe you have to switch out, but I think Curry always starts. KD always starts.
It's 3 people that always starts. It's Curry, LeBron,
and KD. Yeah, you have to start those guys.
Or do you
because
bring KD off the bench?
No, I
Just
wouldn't
like you
dare.
did Melo.
Nah, I got too much respect for KD to start.
Yeah.
Like, because who do you put over him offensively that's better than him? Like, Jason Tatum can't start over him. Devin Booker. Those guys offensively are still not better than KD offensively. Like, nobody else is better than KD offensively, really, if you really want to look at it on this roster. In some way, like, if KD wants to be KD, nobody's as skilled as him offensively. So you have to start him.
This is really crazy.
You have to start him.
Man, I should have went to this Paris game.
Said the same thing.
I should have went to this because it's gonna get
Yeah.
ugly. Because it's like it's way too much talent on the court, off the court.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh man,
And this team has leadership. Like, I think you got Braun there. I don't think you lose that same, like in the FIBA, like last year when they lost, they didn't really have like a number one guy. Like Ant was like inserting himself in that, but they just was like a whole bunch of like sheep without a shepherd. This team got some. They got LeBron there, and people just play different when you got LeBron. That's like instilling that kind of like, yo, this is real. Like, we really out here. I won a whole bunch of these.
and these
KD
are
won a
all
whole
the
bunch of
people
these.
that
We not about
said
to
they
lose.
want to play.
Yeah, we're not about to lose now.
Yeah, I think Steph Curry's gonna go crazy though, man. I just have one of those like feelings that Steph Curry's gonna be like,
Putting
this is
people to
my
sleep.
first one,
Putting people to
and
sleep.
he's gonna show out.
Yeah.
He's gonna be deep. Oh man,
Yeah,
40-footers. I think he's gonna have the most fun, bro. And he's gonna be running around crazy. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think,
Drew Holiday's gonna be like the Iguodala of that other team.
Yeah.
That, you know how they had Iggy, and it's like, Iggy, we don't need you to do much. Just do what you
that's
do
what
best.
they had him do. They was guarding that point guard, and you can like. They said it's more physical over there too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Drew. But I just got a feeling that Steph Curry's gonna go wild.
I'm hoping,
man.
I'm hoping because I feel like
He's gonna
sometimes
put
like
so many people to sleep, man. I think he's putting folks to sleep.
who would
out
you?
there.
All right, last thing before on his list, who would you swap anybody out for anybody?
I think they got it right with this list.
So you
With
wouldn't
what
put
you
Kyrie
wanna
here?
do. I don't think Kyrie fits with this
No
team.
Dame, no Kyrie, no Jalen Brunson. I feel like those are the only 3 people that, was close enough. Like, I wouldn't put
I just don't
PG.
think we need like the only person that I would actually, because that Dame and Steph Curry tandem, we've seen them on the team. Granted, it was the All-Star game a few years or 2 straight years. Man, those threes start raining from 40 feet, man. That hurts, man. That hurts.
That kill your confidence.
And like, I would switch out, and this sounds crazy, but I would switch out Tyrese for Dame.
I wouldn't. Like, it's, as much as I feel
need-
like Tyrese is just not as good as the rest of these guys, I need him.
I don't think so, man. I
Same,
think
like,
you leave your ego at the door. I think that they're gonna get enough I don't know, man. That Steph Curry and Dame backcourt just sounds too lethal to me.
True, but it's just something about a guy that you know, like he is just there to set. Like nobody is passing it like Tyrese right now. As much as like he started falling off the second half, and as much as I want him to fail this series coming up against the Bucks right now, as much as I want him to fail in this series, I need him to turn it on in Paris. Like the thing about that's why Chris Paul was so special with that team. Like the lobs, the pick and roll lobs. So you got athletic. They don't. Other teams don't have athletic like Bam catching lobs, Ant catching lobs.
But at the same time, you have that, but that could be a liability as well.
True, but Dame
because
is not
it's like,
throwing lobs.
okay,
Like
I'm not like.
Damian Curry not throwing lobs.
I know what he's gonna. He's not gonna be that big of a threat. When I'm guarding, if I'm guarding somebody and I know all they want to do is pass the ball, I'm not really worried about them.
But the thing is, you may think you're not worried about it. Same thing with CP. Like, all right, everybody knew CP's role on that Dream Team was to pass. Even though CP was a better scorer than, I think, a more aggressive scorer than Tyrese.
That threat of scoring the ball, too.
But it's still Tyrese Halliburton. He still can score.
So once you come off that pick, right, and he's passing the ball, what do you think that defender's going to do? They're going to go
Tyrese Halliburton
to
is not a 14 and 11 player. He's not a 15 and a 10 player. He's a 20-10 player.
Here.
Understandable. CP was a 20-10 player here.
I don't know, man. I would
He's
probably
still
switch
like.
that out, man.
I don't think you realize he still averages 20 points a game.
I don't think
he's not just that passive.
I don't think you just need just an assist guy. Like,
who else? Nobody on this team is just an assist guy.
Nobody
Nobody else.
You load up with firepower, bro.
Nah, it doesn't work that way, man.
Firepower.
It doesn't work that way.
Give me firepower.
Trust me, when you got these guys, it doesn't work.
Give me 2 top 5 shooters of all time on the same team. Come on, man.
Nah, man. I think you underestimate how far ahead the world has come with their basketball.
They ain't got 2 top 5.
They don't. But think about
it.
That game when we had Kobe, Bron, and we went against that Argentina team. We barely won that game. The Dream Team, they barely won that game. It was getting like Chris Paul was just talking about how nervous he was.
The Redeem Team.
Yeah, the Redeem Team. That's what I'm going to say. Redeem Team. How nervous he was.
Is that Redeem Team better than this team here?
Yeah. They have Kobe and Bron, 2 top 3 players. CP, prime Dwight Howard. Like Dwayne Wade. Like you have the historically
that
best.
Redeem Team is better than this team here.
Oh, you're crazy. What do you think?
Listen, you got what
Kobe
you're looking
Bryant,
at.
LeBron,
What you're looking
prime.
at is Kobe and LeBron
And Dwayne Wade and Carmelo Anthony and Chris Paul. How many of these guys you think end up being top 75 versus how many guys are top 75 from there?
No, man.
Top 10.
I don't know. Let me not make that statement because
man, like
I don't know.
Kobe and Bron,
listen,
Carmelo, Dwayne Wade.
They had Tayshaun Prince too.
But he was understandable. But he was the role. Like you got a Tyrese Halliburton when you're like, all right, we don't really need you to do anything besides play defense. The same way Drew Holiday. All right, we don't need you to do anything besides play defense.
No, man.
I got them because this is you got the same Bron. Are you taking 39-year-old Bron? Or are you taking 24-year-old Bron?
Listen, I get what you're saying, but did the Redeem Team have KD?
Nah, they had the 2012 when they had KD. The 2008 they didn't.
Yeah, they had Carlos Boozer, Jason Kidd, Bron,
Carlos Boozer,
Jason Kidd, or Tyrese Halliburton. Jason Kidd or Tyrese. Bam Adebayo. Darren Williams.
Michael Redd.
Prime Darren Williams.
Michael Redd, D-Wade, Kobe, Dwight Howard.
Hey, bro, listen. Hey,
bro.
Hey,
all you got to do is say
bro.
prime Kobe and prime LeBron.
Listen, bro.
If you take prime Kobe, prime LeBron,
Carlos
you're talking about the best players to ever play.
Carlos Boozer. Respect. I like Booze.
You are talking about the best players to ever play the game in their prime.
Listen,
I don't care.
Like
you can take this team.
Booze.
You have 30. You're comparing 39-year-old Bron.
Listen,
all right. This is 2024. This is 2000. This is 16 years ago. This is 23-year-old Bron.
This
23-year-old Braun or 39-year-old Braun.
this young
It
Listen,
don't matter.
these young boys,
LeBron James.
these young boy. Listen, D Book or do something so nasty to Dwayne Wade.
no,
He-
no.
D Book or do something strange to
Dwayne
Dwayne
Wade was winning
Pause.
rings. Dwayne
Pause.
Dwayne Wade already had a ring under his
Coming off
belt.
the bench, Carmelo
Dwayne
Anthony.
had a
Listen,
ring,
Carmelo
bro.
Anthony, all world.
What do you think? You
Carmelo
think Wade
Anthony
is going
all
to do
world.
to Devin Booker?
Nah, man.
Wade has the most blocks by any guard in
I
history.
get what you're
he
saying.
played defense.
Nah, bruh.
1-on-1, Dwayne Wade or Devin Booker?
No, listen.
Dwayne Wade or
Listen
Brother.
now.
Dwayne Wade?
That's a tough question. I don't know
saying-
about that one. That's a tough question. That's a tough question.
You act like Wade defense wasn't better
on
than
now.
Booker's,
Come
and
on
Wade's
now.
offense in the way, bro, he was winning rings
Wade
at
not
that time.
hitting threes, bro.
It don't matter. He was stronger than
Dwayne
him. He was
Wade
stronger.
Game is in mid range and layup. Mid range, dunks.
It don't matter.
Book is three levels.
This book, if he would have took this
I
prime
don't
Devin Booker
know,
and put him
bruh.
with that Heat team doesn't beat the
Hey,
Mavs.
listen.
Wade he was more of a dog in that type of situation. Do you know what Wade was doing with that?
Do you
Heat
know
in that
what
2000
Steph-
Hicks?
Listen.
2006.
Listen, do you know what Steph Curry would do to CP3? Do you know?
Oh, we seen what Steph Curry
Like-
can do to CP3.
Steph
Kobe
Curry.
Bryant.
Steph Curry.
Kobe Bryant.
Listen, I know that's your guy.
LeBron James. You talking about the two out of the top three players of all
respect to
time?
Bean,
Two of the top three
respect
players
to
of all time
Bron.
in their prime.
I get it. But then you start looking
I
at
don't
the
know.
other roster.
It don't matter. Sometimes it
You
don't
start
matter when you
looking at
have
the
one,
other-
when you're one
It
A
shows
and one
that
B
it
are
does-
that high.
No, it shows that it does matter. Look
Nah.
at the Bucks right now.
no. but
Two top 75 players.
that's 9 rings combined by these
and
guys.
they're not even two top 75
You're talking about one ring
players.
combined. One ring combined from Giannis and Dame. 8 rings combined. I mean,
Two-
9 rings combined between Kobe and Bron.
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's
You're
different.
saying
This
that it
is
don't matter.
you're talking about in the top 75. These guys are the top
Carlos
75.
Boozer,
They're top 1 and
do
2.
you know what Carlos Boozer is? Anthony Davis is gonna smoke.
I'll take
Boozer.
Carlos Boozer over it and Bam Adebayo.
What?
Offensively.
hear this, man?
Offensively.
Do you
Offensively,
hear this,
I'll take
man?
Carlos Boozer over
Carlos
Bam.
Boozer
Offensively.
is a better player than Bam. Yes.
Offensively.
I wouldn't even have that anyway. Anthony Davis would do something strange to
Dwight
Howard.
Prime Dwight Howard. 4
Yes.
defensive player of the
He
years.
gon- listen.
4 defensive player of the
Rudy
years.
Gobert got 4 defensive player of the years.
No.
That don't mean nothing.
Oh, no.
That don't mean nothing.
Who's a better
That
defender?
don't mean
Dwight
nothing.
Howard or Dwight
That
Howard or
don't mean-
Gobert?
They did the exact same thing.
No. Dwight Howard is
Cover the paint. That's what they
No.
did. Anthony Davis gonna bring Dwight Howard out. Come on, man. That mid range.
Gobert can't move his feet. Dwight Howard used to move his feet.
You're telling me Dwight Howard can guard Anthony Davis? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You're drunk.
Prime
I don't
Dwight
know
Howard.
listen, no.
When did AD
Dwight
get his
Howard
team-
is not
Dwight Howard
coming
got his
out there
team
for
to the
thing.
finals. Prime Dwight Howard beat Braun in the series.
What does that matter?
He was when with AD. What was AD doing? Did AD even make the playoffs before the?
Listen, we're talking about Anthony Davis.
He had Boogie Cousins, and they still didn't make no noise.
Nah.
Ant had Boogie Cousins on that team. They still didn't make no noise. Dwight Howard got his
Anthony
team
Davis would
to the
do something-
finals.
Well, I can't say nothing like that.
Dwight
'cause
Howard got his team to the finals, bro.
You act
Beat
like it was just
Braun.
him. They had a great team.
But they
had
beat
JJ
prime Braun.
Redick. They had JJ Redick in his prime. They had Jameer
He said
Nelson.
JJ Redick in his prime, like JJ Redick was really killing.
you
JJ
mean?
Redick
He's
probably
still
averaged
average-
like 9.
Okay, but that's a threat. You got Hedo Turkoglu. Come on, man.
Come on now.
What you
Prime Braun.
Hedo
Is
Turkoglu?
5.
Nah, bro. Listen,
Bro,
this
those players are like, you need
this
5 of those
Paris
players to make
team
up one
will
LeBron.
Not smoke. This Paris team will beat that Redeem team. I guarantee it.
Nah, we gotta get a poll on that pause.
I guarantee it. Because you got Devin Booker, Jason Tate, You got defenders out here.
Like, I don't think you realize
Carlos Boozer.
Carlos Boozer was averaging 21 and 12
Jason
that year.
Kidd, Jason
That
Kidd.
year, Carlos Boozer averaging 21 and 12. Is Bam averaging 21 and 12? No.
And are you taking Carlos Boozer over, yes or no?
Over Bam. Yes.
Over no. Not happening.
I'm taking Carlos Boozer. I
This
don't
young
think you
team-
realize, like, 20 and 12, bro.
Tayshaun Prince. What are we doing? Michael. Respect to Michael Red. What are we? Michael Red. Respect to
Darren
Michael
Williams
Red.
was amazing. Don't even try to play
I'm just
Darren
saying,
Williams like that.
that's another
Don't
point.
even try to
That's
play.
my
He was like, come on, Jason Kidd,
What
Darren
person?
Williams, Chris Paul. No,
What person
You're
is
talking about Hall
Tayshaun
of
Prince
Famers.
better than on this team? Not a
Defensively,
one.
Drew Holiday.
What person is Carlos Boozer better than on this roster?
Bam Adebayo.
Okay, well I'll give you one. And this is just me.
We only need him to be
this
better
is
than
me
one.
Being nice. This is just me being nice. Okay,
Dwight
Darren
Howard
Williams.
is shutting down all this guys.
Darren Williams. What player is Darren Williams really?
Do you
got?
know what Darren Williams was doing at
Name
that
a
time?
player. Name a player.
Tyrese Halliburton.
No.
You
Darren-
don't think prime Darren Williams is better than
Darren
Tyrese
Williams'
Halliburton?
stats is not better than Darren. Is look it up. Listen,
Come
I know
on now.
D. Will was
Come
legit,
on now.
but come on, man. Come on, for real. Come on, for real.
Come on now.
Come on. This team and Edwards.
Come on now.
Listen, man.
You sound
They
crazy.
would. Yo, you had Carlos Boozer starting, bro. What are we
He
doing?
wasn't starting.
here? Carlos, Michael Red,
They had Chris Bosh too. Like, nah.
Michael Red.
like Michael Red wasn't.
Do you know
he was
what
decent.
Tatum would do to Michael Red? What D Book?
Tatum don't even show up, bro.
Do you know what D Book would do to Michael Red?
Do you know what Wade would do to the rest of the guys on this team? Do you know what
you
Wade would
know-
do to? You know what Wade
Come on, man.
would do to Steph?
Do you know what Steph would
Do you
do
know
to
what
Wade?
Kobe to do? You know what Kobe would do to anybody here? Do you know what prom Bron would do to 39-year-old Bron?
I ain't.
What would 23-year-old Bron do to 39-year-old Bron?
Bruh,
Unspeakable
listen.
things.
Your whole
Unspeakable
thing,
things.
Listen, your whole argument
Unspeakable
is
things.
your whole argument is redeem team or Kobe Bryant. In his
I would
prime,
take
LeBron.
I
in
would
his
take
prime.
23-year-old Bron over anybody on this new team's roster.
Okay.
I would take Kobe Bryant
Yep.
over anybody on this
Yep.
team's roster.
Yep. Oh, and then
I would take Dwight Howard over Anthony Davis.
Gosh,
AD
Listen.
never led his team to the finals like Dwight Howard did.
listen, Dwight Howard.
Like, I
was
don't
a
think you realize.
Great center with the Magic. It's
did he fall off?
reason. It's a reason why he's not
But
in
I'm
the
talking
league
about,
anymore.
but I'm talking about prime though. We're talking about this 31-year-old AD
If we're-
versus the 23-year-old,
Oh, man.
22-year-old
I
Dwight
don't
Howard.
see it. I don't see it.
So you're taking 31-year-old AD over 22, 23-year-old Dwight Howard, wherever he
Any
was
day
at
of the
that time.
week. Any day of the week.
You're crazy. You're taking 39-year-old Bron over 23-year-old Bron.
No. The only two players that I can give you is Kobe and LeBron.
I'm taking
That team didn't
I'm
have
taking
Kevin
20.
Durant.
I'm
That team didn't
30,
have Kevin Durant.
35-year-old
That team
Kevin
didn't
Durant.
have D
Look,
Book.
35-year-old
Come
Kevin
on,
Durant
bruh.
versus 23-year-old Melo. Don't act like Carmelo wasn't balling for
Listen,
that team.
I'm not saying I actually think Melo should have. He kind of
Melo,
Came off the
23-year-old
bench.
Melo,
came off the bench ball.
or 36-year-old KD.
Listen,
Who'd you
they gonna
take?
cancel me if I say something.
No.
They gonna cancel me if I say something.
Dwayne Wade, 24-year-old Wade,
I will take
or Ant
any.
Edwards.
I will take any Kevin Durant version. Let me
No.
stop.
Let's
flexing.
not.
Let me stop
No,
flexing.
let's not.
Let me stop
Calm
flexing.
down. Calm down.
Let me stop
Calm
flexing.
down
Not like
now.
rookie or second or third. Let me stop flexing.
I'm not taking 30.
Let me
I'm not
stop.
taking this KD. I'm not taking this KD over
I'm taking
over
this
over
KD
that Melo.
over that Melo. You know why? Because KD is gonna score exactly the same amount with less shots.
Carmelo was efficient. He didn't need to shoot.
No, When has Carmelo ever been
in USA basketball? He was, because he doesn't need to take the crazy shots like he did with the Nuggets.
Not having it. Not having it.
Nah,
bro.
I'm going 23-year-old Melo.
No.
And I'm taking 24-year-old Wade over 22-year-old Ant.
20.
Wade was already winning rings at that time when he was on this team.
I give you but I wouldn't match them up.
Well, I wouldn't. It's the perfect situation. Neither one of them started. They're both 6'4" guards.
Listen, you got to put.
They play similar.
Put D Book on Wade.
It don't matter. Either one of them.
I put D Book on.
Either one of them. Wade is killing.
Ant is just a little too young. Like he's
almost
there.
You think Booker can guard prime Wade?
Do you think?
I think I would rather have Wade guard Booker than Booker have to guard Wade.
Man, I don't know.
What is it?
What? D Book.
Do you know?
This dude has scored 70 points in a game.
Wade
now,
won a ring, bro.
Now he's scoring
Against
70
Dirk.
points in. Them rings ain't gonna help you when
At
you
23 years.
Huh? Them rings ain't gonna
What
help.
did Book do?
Listen,
Book wasn't even making the playoffs.
You're talking about right now, Book. This is what I'm telling.
Okay, this right now Book. All right, this right now Book versus the 24-year-old Wade who already had a ring under his belt.
Okay, you keep talking about rings.
'Cause he
Rings ain't
already
gonna save you
established
when
himself.
D Book got that ball.
Wade was
Rings ain't gonna
locking
save
people
you.
up.
You think that Dwayne Wade can lock up this?
He would
D
have a
Book.
better chance guarding him than
No.
Devin
You're
Booker.
not answering my question. Do you think that Dwayne?
Nobody
Wade
can
will
lock. None of these guys can lock up any of these guys because they're all that great. None of them are getting locked up. None of them are getting locked up. But I do think Wade plays better defense than Booker.
What we gonna do? We gonna put Dwight Howard in that pick and roll, and he ain't gonna be able to move them puppies because he's too big.
As well as AD.
He ain't gonna exactly.
He moved better than AD.
You think Dwight Howard moves better?
There's a reason why
you
he has.
just said last week that AD is one of the best pick and roll players ever.
He was, but I would still
Is.
take 2008.
Is.
Yeah, I still would take 2008 Dwight Howard. I still defensively, I would still.
Listen, Dwight Howard ain't coming.
He was
past
averaging
that.
more blocks than him. I think he was averaging
Dwight
more
Howard-
steals than him. Like
Yes.
doing all that stuff. Come on now.
You know why? Because nobody's gonna go out and try AD.
people try
It's
all
the
the
same
time.
thing with like Darrell Revis, right? He didn't get a lot of interceptions, but nobody threw the ball his way.
This is
So
definitely
it's
different.
the same thing.
Nah, this one definitely different.
People tried him,
Prime, all right,
so then he got
prime
the ball.
AD defense versus prime Dwight Howard defense.
What?
I'm going prime because right now AD should be his prime or
let me-
coming out
let
of
me-
right
let
past
me-
his prime.
Let me ask you this: Can Dwight Howard guard 1 through 5?
He was guarding it.
Can he guard?
AD can't guard 1 through 5.
Come on, bro.
None of them can guard. They can
You
maintain.
think- okay.
They can
Who
stay
has the
somewhat.
better- who has the
I would,
better
Dwight
chance?
Howard. He was more athletic. Dwight Howard's more athletic. He could, like, I don't think you realize
Bruh, no,
prime
man.
Dwight Howard had, like, AD was never the best defender in the league. Like how Dwight Howard was.
You know
Dwight
why
Howard was the
Howard
best center in
was
the
the
league
best
for
center?
years.
Yeah, you know why he was the best?
Why?
Because he would protect the paint. He would protect the paint. AD,
It's like saying,
AD,
why are you a father? Because you had a child. Like, it's the same.
How is
Yeah.
that the same thing?
Why was he a great defender? Because he
Listen.
protected the paint. That's
Right.
Yeah, that's his job.
Right, and you know what AD can do? That's
So
what I
A-
say.
so Dwight never switched off. He never
Dwight
had to switch
Howard
off.
Is a one-dimensional player. He's a one-dimensional.
I don't think you're
defender.
giving him as much
He's
credit.
a one-dimensional defender.
I don't know, man. I would take
Dwight Howard not going
31-year-old
out to the three-point line moving his puppies. Man.
this 31-year-old Anthony Davis versus
is a
the
better defender.
22-year-old
Yes,
Dwight
because he can
Howard?
guard 1 through 5.
You smoking.
No. 1 through 5.
Smoking.
AD can guard 1 through 5.
Smoking.
This dude is the same dude.
I
that
know
said
420 was yesterday, but come on.
Listen,
They
last
gotta wear
week-
off at this point.
Listen, last week this dude said, I would give the Lakers a chance to win.
Oh, I think
because
Anthony Davis.
of Anthony
I
Davis.
think Anthony Davis is a phenomenal defender, but I don't think this 31-year-old Anthony Davis defense is as good as 22-year-old Dwight Howard's
One
defense.
only guards the paint. One guards everything. How is this a debate?
Dwight Howard was
Only
still-
guard.
He was switching off on guards too.
Listen. Keep it tall, right? Dwight Howard on defense was a Brook Lopez. What Brook Lopez is right now.
No, Brook Lopez is not athletic.
He's averaging the same amount of blocks. He protects the paint. And he doesn't come out to the 3-point line.
You bugging on this one.
Dwight Howard is Brook Lopez on defense.
Now you know you smoking.
Not. Same
was
amount of blocks.
smoking.
Listen, same amount of blocks. He averages 3 blocks. Don't come out on defense.
Smoking.
I'm just calling
Come
it how I
on,
see
man.
it, bro.
420, that stuff got to wear off by the next day.
Listen, I ain't.
It gotta wear
I ain't
off.
gonna hold you, bro. I'm
Dwight
telling
Howard,
you.
hold on. Anthony Davis get cooked by Jokic all game.
You know
He hasn't won a game against Jokic in 9. He lost 9 straight. Jokic be firing him up. Prime Dwight Howard is not allowing Jokic to do what he's doing.
Oh my God!
No
You know
way.
Anthony Davis, out of
No
everybody in the league,
way.
Anthony Davis has the most blocks on Jokic, right? You do know that.
He's still averaging 30 on him.
The thing is, right? Anybody would get cooked by Joker. You're saying Dwight Howard.
When Dwight Howard
I
was
don't-
playing center for the Lakers, they won a chip.
I think that
Now when Anthony Davis is there, they can't even get past.
I think a lot of people they want a chip. What you mean?
That's what I'm saying. I said, yeah. Dwight Howard was centering, helping on Jokic. They won a chip. They won a chip when Dwight Howard was there. Dwight Howard is no longer there. Next thing you know,
They won a
they
chip
getting
too.
swept.
Anthony Davis won a chip too.
But he wasn't guarding Jokic.
He won a chip
He
too.
wasn't guarding
Both
Jokic.
of them won a chip.
He wasn't guarding them though. When
Why
Jokic
are
was
we
getting
bringing
guarded
up
by Dwight
Jokic-
Howard,
Jokic when he was what? What was this?
It don't
5,
matter.
6 years ago?
it was 2020.
Jokic just became Jokic, what, 3 years ago?
No, he didn't just become
Come
Jokic.
on,
He was already Jokic.
Come on.
He was already Jokic.
Listen, what I want to say, this is the last thing. This team right here, one of these young Bulls, will beat that team because you got Kobe, you got LeBron in their prime, but then that's where everything drops off.
So Wade is a drop off?
Yes, Wade is a drop from Kobe
From
and
who?
LeBron. I'm saying from Kobe and LeBron in their prime, Wade is a drop
Wade
off.
is probably better than everybody on this team at this stage in his life. That Wade is probably still better than every one of these players at this stage. He's still better than D Book.
don't know
That
where-
Wade was better than this D Book.
I think
that
we-
Wade is better than this Kevin Durant. That Wade is better than
We will
all these
run
guys.
we will run them out of the gym. We'll run that team out of the
Run
gym.
who?
bro.
Your best players are 35 plus.
Listen to the defense, though. Listen to the defense.
Your best players are 35
Who's your
plus.
defender?
Tayshaun Prince.
He didn't play at all during that series. He didn't play at all.
We
during
didn't
that.
even need him.
Exactly my point. You're gonna listen.
We were so
you
good, we didn't
get
even need
your
our
best
best defender.
is
Kobe.
on your bench and not playing. That's your
means that we
best
didn't
defender
even
is
need him.
on the bench.
That
and
just
not
shows
playing.
how good they were that we didn't even need them. You guys are going to need Drew because Kevin
Your
Durant is not a great
best
defender.
defender is on your bench.
Wade
and
was
not
locking
playing.
up. Braun was locking up. Kobe was locking up. Chris Paul was locking up. I don't think you
Listen,
realize,
we
brother.
got Anthony Davis. We got Bam that can lock up. We got Drew that can lock up.
Drew.
We have we got Anthony Edwards, Tatum.
You don't
got
believe it. You don't believe in Tatum.
We got defenders.
Kobe Bryant. Dwayne Wade. Chris Paul was leading the league in steals. Chris Paul was leading the league. I don't think you realize
You
that
named
Wade.
2 people.
Braun was chased down blocking everybody.
You named 2 people.
Dwight Howard.
Kobe Bryant.
Dwight Howard,
And then he
LeBron
switched up and
James,
said
Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul.
Listen,
So Chris
he
Paul's not a good
wasn't-
defender.
Listen,
So Chris Paul wasn't a
he
good defender at that
wasn't
time.
This boy went back to the USA team.
That's what we were talking about. Everybody on that roster
I
versus
mean, he
the
went
guys
back
now.
to the NBA, not the USA team.
That's why he was put on a
No,
team. You act like he
man.
didn't play great defense.
Listen,
know it.
Steph Curry
You
do
know it.
something so.
I don't know, man. Chris Paul would have did the same things back to him. Let's not act like Chris Paul. Curry gets put on islands.
No.
At that time, nobody was ISOing. Nobody was ISOing
Chris
CP3.
Paul not
Nobody was
averaging-
ISOing CP3. People ISO 36-year-old Curry.
Don't care.
I'm ISOing him all day.
Yeah. You
I'm
can
ISO. And it's ISOing KD, killing him. Bron's getting ISO, getting killed right now.
Bro, you got 2 defenders, man.
You got none.
What you mean? I got none.
Your starting lineup. If you start Joel,
I have
not a great
5
defender.
I have
KD, not a
5
great defender.
I have
Bron,
5
39-year-old, not a
great
great defender. Curry, not. Your guys are getting picked on now. Your starting lineup, your guys are getting picked on now. Curry's getting picked on. KD is getting picked
Your
on.
best defender is on your
Kobe Bryant.
Your 2 best defenders
all time.
is on your bench.
How many all defense teams did Kobe win? That did he make?
Bro, what is that?
How many did LeBron make?
Okay, you're naming one person.
I'm naming multiple.
I can name you 5
3
great defenders
No,
on my team.
on your starting lineup. How
I can
many
name
all
you
defensive
5
awards versus
great
the
defenders.
starting lineup on mine? All defensive awards. All right, AD may be on some.
Drew's on
Kevin
some.
Durant is not on it. We don't know if Drew is even starting. Steph
I'm
Curry
just
is
telling
far
you, what
from
you
it.
call it.
KD is far from it.
Okay.
Kobe was making it. Wade was making them. Braun was making them. Dwight Howard was making them. CP was making them. That whole starting lineup. How many all defensive teams? How many?
Hey, these dudes is barbecue chicken.
How many? So who's cooking Kobe?
Everybody that's not named Kobe Bryant would get cooked.
Braun is not getting cooked.
Bron would get cooked.
By who?
Kevin Durant. Right now, LeBron will get cooked by Kevin Durant. Any version of Kevin Durant been kicking LeBron around for years.
You don't even believe
He's been kicking LeBron. He's been kicking LeBron around for
been
years,
kicking-
bruh.
He's been kicking LeBron around for years.
Yes.
What happened when they went against each other in the finals? Who got cooked? Who got kicked around?
You really want to bring up when the Warriors was when
I'm
he
talking
hit the
about Thunder. Thunder.
You really want to bring that up?
Braun has a ring on him too.
Listen, in Game 3, Kevin Durant hit a 3-point shot in LeBron James' face, and it took his
He
heart.
was a 73-9 Warriors team that he went to, bro.
We're not talking about the team. We're talking about this.
You gotta talk about the
individual-
team.
What'd you call it? I'm taking Kevin Durant now.
36-year-old or 35-year-old KD over 23-year-old
I'm
Braun.
not saying over. I'm saying that he will.
Then what is
He
Braun
will
going to do
score.
to him?
He will score.
What is Braun going to do to him?
Okay, you got your 2 players. Now who you got? Don't say Dwayne Wade. He is on your bench.
Yeah, all
He's
right.
on your bench.
Kobe is killing Drew Holiday, no matter how good he is, because Jimmy Butler is not the player that Kobe was, and Jimmy Butler was lighting Drew Holiday up. Kobe is going to do the same exact thing.
I give you that.
He's going to make Drew Holiday, and Drew Holiday cancel him out.
I give you
He
that.
is barbecue chicken, and he's not doing anything offensively.
on Kobe when
On
he's
Kobe.
guarding Kobe. I
And he's
give you
not
that.
doing anything offensively because
give-
Kobe is the same defender that Drew Holiday was, but 5,000 times the offensive player. Boom, kill him.
Wait, you said Kobe was the same defender as Drew?
Kobe has the same. He has more all defensive teams than Drew does. If he probably 90% of the play that Drew Holiday defensively. I don't think you realize how Kobe used to lock people. He has 5 rings for a reason.
Oh man.
He has 5 rings for a reason. How many all defensive teams does Kobe have?
Man. Listen,
On ball defense, Kobe
Tony
is probably
Allen.
90%.
Tony Allen. One of the greatest defenders.
Tony Allen, I would take Tony Allen defense over Drew Holiday.
Okay. How many defensive has he got?
He probably lost them to Kobe. He probably lost those awards
And
to Kobe.
why do you think Tony Allen's defense is better than Kobe's?
But Kobe was doing that,
It's a
playing
popularity
90%
contest.
while still by still
a
scoring as much,
popularity
still locking up.
contest.
Who was killing Kobe like that? You have some games where, all right, they got the best of Kobe. Same way with anybody. Drew Holiday had games with Tyrese Halliburton
we
was
gotta
putting
end this,
Drew Holiday
but-
in the spin
Listen,
cycle.
we got to end this, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you that